Another day in paradise. I have 10 days more. I have 10 days more here. 10 days and then I'm off. Can you imagine? It feels like I've been here forever and at the same time it feels like very short. Strange time. Time is strange. Strange time. Strange times. We're living in during strange times. A lot of people are waking up to other dimensions and other energies that you might haven't encountered before. We are learning so much new things, all of us, the whole humanity. It's cool, it's beautiful. There's a big beetle here now. He's there, just wanting to make his presence. Hello, Beetle. The Beatles, what a beautiful band. They are a beautiful band. There's a lot of beautiful things in the world, I think. There's a lot of awful things as well, but everyone has light and shadow. Obviously, it's important to look at shadow because we help each other grow through the shadow. But I want to see the best in everyone, including myself. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. How about you? Do you have a plan? To see the best in everyone, including myself, and to treat everyone with respect and friendliness, and being gentle with myself and with everyone. Because how I treat everyone is how I treat myself, and how I treat myself is how I treat everyone. And I want everyone to have peace and love and harmony and balance in their lives, including me, which means that I need to face shadow things because I want to be the best version of myself. And I know that a few things that I do to myself is not the best version of myself, but I know that I can choose. And it's so funny because sometimes I go back to bad habits, or I go back to patterns that I've done before, and I already thought that I was finished with them, but apparently I wasn't. And I just need to deal with it again. But I always come out. I always come out on the other side. We always do. Because we are the heroes of our movie. We are the knight in shining armor. And yeah, there's people out there that we might meet that really sparks something within us. And that's also beautiful. And that spark that we see in the other people is actually the same spark that they see in us. Because everything is a mirror. So we are seeing the same spark. It's the same spark. Sparkle, sparkles. I've learned a lot. I have 10 more days. So I still have some learning to do. And I'm not really gonna stop learning after I've left this hostel and this volunteering, because I'm always gonna learn. We're always learning. We are always growing, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. We're always gonna grow, and then we die. But death is not an ending. It's a transformation. It's a passage. Just as transitions in our lives. That's why the death card is called the death card in tarot. At all. It's a transition. It's a door that is opening and closing at the same time. It's a beginning and an end. So there's not really nothing. There's no end. It's just a transition to something else, to another dimension. Just as we transitioned from when we were infants in our mother's womb. Then we had a completely different reality, a completely different dimension. And just as when we are gonna pass away, we're gonna be in a different dimension. That's at least my theory and my beliefs. Is it a theory or is it beliefs? I'm not sure. I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. Nice. 10 days. I'm already sentimental, but I know that it's gonna be fine anyway, because I know that I'm guided And I also know that I was supposed to be here. We're always supposed to be where we are. It just sometimes it doesn't. We can't really understand it from a spiritual or logical or whatever point of view, mental, emotional, whatever. When we are in the memory or when we are in the moment, because we're always in the moment. And here, when we are in the moment, I think we're supposed to just experience. And then, when the timing is right, we will see the lesson. We will understand why we went through whatever we went through. But it's just a matter of natural, divine timing. Patience. I've learned a lot about patience and just letting go and trusting the divine. But I've been through this before, and it always happens through a transformation, through a passage, an ending, a death and rebirth. Because I've done that for many times in my life. In my lives. So probably in other lives as well. I don't want to talk about death, but we can talk about life. Because life is a beautiful journey, and we experience so much emotions and experiences and conflicts and solutions and teamwork and breaking apart and falling apart so we can build ourselves up again. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful movie. And yeah, it can be a bit sorrow and sad, but it's not who we are. We are not the emotions. We are just a human with a spirit that is experiencing the emotions. So just let them flow through you. Just let whatever emotion we have in us just flow through us. Whether it's fear or sadness or happiness or bliss or everything at the same time. 10 more days. I can do it. You can do it, whatever you're doing. And let's overcome some spiritual lessons. Let's grow a bit. Because that's what we do when we have challenges, or when we conquer our fears. We grow and we become more wise and more experienced and more mature. And there's actually nothing to be afraid of, because most of our fears are in our mind. Everything is in our mind, actually. Our whole experience is made because of our mind. Without our mind, we wouldn't experience life. So our mind is our ego, right? Our spirit is our soul. I don't know. Have a beautiful day.